Hey guys, so a common thing that I noticed is that a lot of guys may kind of feel some attraction towards guys, but there are oftentimes a lot of things that guys are unsure about. For example, a guy may find himself attracted to a guy, but he may feel like he has no interest in anal sex or something like that. Or another example is that many young guys find themselves attracted to other guys, but they're not sure that they want to marry a guy. It just seems a little awkward to them. So that's what I'm going to talk about in this video. I think it's pretty common for a lot of guys to like guys, but not be interested in some of the gay sex things. Like, for example, a lot of guys have no interest in being bottoms. And I used to be a guy who thought he would never ever have anal sex, top or bottom. I thought I would just have oral sex when I was younger. But I've changed and evolved and tried some things, and I've grown. And I think it's very common and it probably causes a lot of confusion for guys. They feel like guys are cute and like they want to do stuff with guys, but then there's certain things about sex with another guy that just doesn't appeal to them. So that may cause some confusion, and I think it's very common, but it's nothing to worry about too much, because I think many of us face it, and through some exploration and trial and error and stuff like that, you'll discover what you like, and it's okay if you don't like some certain aspects of gay sex. I think that's pretty normal. Another thing that I think causes a lot of confusion for guys is the relationship aspect. Sure, a lot of us are interested in being physical with a guy, and a lot of us are interested in having a relationship with another guy, but sometimes we just don't know how that relationship will go. There's people don't have a lot of exposure yet to same-sex couples, so we just don't know. It's kind of confusing. Like, still, even though I know I want to be in a relationship with a guy, and that ultimately spending my life with another guy would probably be the best thing for me and will make me the most happy, sometimes I still feel a little confused about gay marriage. Like, it's kind of hard for me to imagine myself married to another guy. Like, I think when I'm 50, it'll be strange being married to another 50-year-old, but I think maybe it's because I'm 20 now, I just can't imagine. But I think the relationship aspect does cause a lot of confusion for guys and girls. I think we're unsure that is spending your life with another guy the thing that you really want? And the true answer probably is it's the thing that would make us most happy. But socially, we know some people look down upon it, and we don't necessarily know how a relationship like that would work. So it's kind of confusing. I think it's very, very common for many people to feel confused about the relationship aspect of being gay. Another common situation is people who think they might be gay, but they don't want to be perceived as weird or strange or less masculine or effeminate or anything like that. I think it's pretty common among a lot of gay people. They just want to feel normal. They want to be normal. They want to be perceived as normal. So I think a lot of people really kind of keep their sexuality on a down low. They keep it quiet. I see all the time that people need to be discreet about it. And usually these are the people who identify themselves as more masculine. And the reason, I suppose, they describe themselves as masculine and say they need to be discreet is because they believe that if they identify themselves as gay, people will perceive them as less masculine. And to a certain degree, I think this is true, just based on stereotypes that a lot of people have about gay people. So I think it's something that a lot of people struggle with. And I'll be honest, recently I was walking around and having a conversation with a guy who was obviously gay. He dresses and his appearance, pretty much anybody can tell that he is probably likely gay. And to a slight degree, I felt the slightest bit of discomfort, even though, I've been out about my sexuality for nearly 5 years, and I'm open about my sexuality and stuff. Still, I felt the slightest bit of discomfort. And I think a lot of gay men probably have similar feelings. I think it's the reason why a lot, also another reason why a lot say they need to be discreet. They just don't join, they don't join the gay straight alliance at their high school, or they don't participate in the GLBT club or a lot of the pride fests and stuff. And I think a lot of gay people struggle with, they just don't want to be perceived as something that they don't want to be perceived in a way that they don't identify as. I think this is very common, and I think it's another reason why a lot of gay people just struggle with their sexuality. I think there's a lot of different reasons for people to say, I think I'm gay, but, and if you're one of those people who feel this way, I can guarantee you there's so many people in your state or area, and definitely around the world, who feel exactly the same way as you do. Like I said, I used to think I would only have oral sex. I still sometimes feel, I think it's strange. I still sometimes feel strange about being married to another guy, and I still feel uneasy sometimes in some gay settings. Like, I don't want to be perceived a certain way, and that's something I'm working on. And there's a variety of different issues. Um, I still would feel uneasy if I had to tell my grandma that I'm gay, for example. Um, it's very common for people to struggle with their sexuality, and my advice is, try not to worry too much about it and just be yourself. That's my advice.